This is the Notorious News. And we're out here in what can only be described as BFE. I think that's the nice way to say it. We're in BFE. Wait, that's not right. We're in UMTAC Q7F. And it's just like a step outside of faction warfare space. And I think it's going to be faction warfare space, strangely. So, what we're working with is a CCP update. As, I don't want to say I predicted it, but I did, though. We're going to go ahead and head off to, how about the, we've already seen that. Let's see the Caldari Navy Station Harbor. Now, all this new stuff seems to have really similar descriptions. It all says that it's got some kind of battery that does something. Fitted with a power flash battery, this beacon sends out signals throughout the entire solar system. That's on the vague side. In Mr. Monopoly's opinion, that's on the vague side. But look at it. It's gorgeous. You know, this is top notch. This is a top notch edition. Look at it. It's, come on. If you don't want to fly through there and hang out with your buddies, why not? That's a cool spot. And this is an active station. It's called Modern Finances Depository. So if you're looking to deposit your finances, that's where you do that. So this is, the patch notes last night said several of the Caldari State facilities within their newly acquired DS-TAC M4Q constellation have been completed. And they mean several, and not all of them, obviously. Like the construction site over here, we'll go to next. But they've really, they're really building this thing up. They're putting a lot of stuff out here. They expect people to come out here and do stuff. That's all there is to it. And this one, still a construction site for a half-completed station. Pretty safe bet it's going to be a station, though. I mean, it's half a station. Now, the muster point didn't change. So let's jump into LTAC. LTAC. That's not right. TTAC. LIWS.
Warp drive active.
So it seems like they really only gave me half of what I thought. I thought there'd be a little thing up here that says faction warfare today. But that's not what happened. So I think what we're waiting on is probably some fiction, maybe a scope episode, or the New Eden World News stuff, maybe some of that. They'll drop a little story, give us some backstory, maybe hint at what this stuff means. Now, this Caldari Navy installation, I believe, this was just a This was just space trash yesterday. This was one of the construction sites, and it looks pretty dope. I think everybody's gonna agree. It looks pretty freaking cool. So, a Caldari installation. What does that mean? Really not sure, but look how cool it looks, man. Decloak myself, apparently. So, real talk, they're really building some stuff out here. Larger and in charger than normal, if you ask me. And that is beautiful. There's going to be some pretty impressive infrastructure out here. No idea what the infrastructure does yet, and you know, this thing probably says that it has the flash battery just like everybody else. Well, I don't have any idea what that could mean. But look how pretty it is. I mean, we're really out there in nullsec, and they're building. I mean, this is huge. You know what I mean? This is huge. At least in square kilometers. Look how big that damn thing is. If I turn on this boy, you can see it's like 200. Is it 200k long? Maybe a little bit more. That's a pretty big installation in EVE Online, and it's out here in BFE. What's it called? LTAC LI no TTAC LIWS. Gonna keep forgetting that. All right. The station harbor looks the same. The muster point looks the same. I want to say. Now, the next jump, I want to say, has the defensive, has a funny defensive structure, but we'll find out. I think that's the next jump. This portion of today's episode is sponsored in part by the Church of Bob.
Get on your knees and accept the body of Bob into your mouth and let the Holy Spirit come all over you.
All right, V4 TAC L0X. All right, installation, defense post. That's the thing we've already seen. Let's see what this installation's about.
Warp drive active.
There's a stronghold, there's an installation, there's a fleet muster point, and the defensive posts are at the entrances to the constellation. Any gate that goes to a different constellation gets that. Okay, so this is the same installation as we saw before. And surely I didn't miss it, right? But you get nervous about missing stuff. All these things really start blurring together because they have stupid names. Big decision. Gonna have to check the map. Let's try PFP TAC
Warp
GU.
drive active.
In regards to the incoming changes to the DS-TAC M4Q constellation, one local capsuleer said, and I quote, "Used to be just me and a blue local. Too many newts. Fucking gentrification." End quote. Caldari Navy Outpost. Let's see what that says. See what it looks like. We've seen 2 installations. They were both the same. Alright, first look at an outpost. Decloak myself again. Come on. They're really big, man. I warped to them at 100 and still decloak myself? That's pretty big. Pretty big, guys. Let's see what they got, though. Okay, so the outpost looks a lot like the fleet muster point. And it even has this thing, except the fleet muster point one was bigger. So we got one of these boys right here. What do you think that means? You know, that only means a couple of things. What's up with that? What do you think? You know what I'm saying. That's weird. All right. So, pretty. I mean, it's very pretty, right? Give that a little flyby. Look at that. And there must be a reason to have this here. They're going to do something here. What do you think it's going to be? I'm kind of excited because it's big and cool looking. I'll kill some people here. Is that what it's about? Can I kill people here? That's what I'm looking for. All right, outpost. The defensive structure.
Warp drive active.
The defense post. Same description as yesterday. The outpost, same description as the rest of them, fitted with a power flash battery. Man, that's really got me messed up. I don't have any idea what that means. Power flash battery. You think it's gonna decloak people? Alright, so Caldari Navy defense post. And this is only 500k from a gate. It's got like a station hanging out here. Let's check it out. Like, that thing is huge. It's 3 times as tall as a station. What do you make of this? Like, this is wild. What on earth are the Caldari doing out here that they're gonna need all this? This is a lot, guys. I mean, this station's more finished than that construction site we saw. Something's going on. That's for sure. Something is happening out here. Let me guess. Oh. Okay, so this is just like the one at the entrance gate. Why is it so big and flashy though? Tech TU. Alright, I'm going to jump into the OEK Tech NJ. I think the only thing we haven't seen is that stronghold. I'm going to look for a stronghold for you. Back in Tama. It's the end of the month here. Plev Boy Almarathon, 559 kills this month. Ben Mello Murray, 468 kills this month. ACR Impact, 407. Zen Kira, 366. Glenn Burney, 365. Radeov, who you expect to be on the top, has 353 this month. Lieutenant Lunar Lazaire with 295. Macasoni with 266. Meridius with 222. And Drometheus AI Rubicon with 212.
Warp drive active.
I'm gonna float. I'm gonna try that outpost, Caldari Navy outpost, and you know what it is, fitted with a power flash battery. It's nice to see Tama getting back to normal. It took a hit there for a while. Snuffed out was hard on it, but that's how they roll. So this is the outpost, and it has the same kind of a thing. Has this thing as the fleet muster point, one of these, and this system has both. So we'll take a look at the difference. This is the outpost. Let's see what the fleet muster point looks like. That construction site is a station that's half finished, just like the other ones. It seems like most of the construction sites that still exist are all the station type things. And then the fleet muster point, okay, considerably larger, different arrangement. Got this situation. There it is. And then you got this, which is like the other thing, but bigger and showier. So you got it. That's curious. See what PFP has for us.
Warp drive active.
In Tama, we've got some kills. We got Gerbert Kruger really putting up numbers. 39 points on this Vexor solo. He's been flying an Executor Navy issue. And then he soloed a Dracovac for 49 kills. That Executor Navy issue wrecking fools right on the station in Tama. Outpost, we've already seen that. Defensive post, we've seen that. Well, I mean, I'm coming up short on the stronghold. I'm wondering if I'm misremembering. You can't trust your memory. You know how it is. Ah, man, I jumped into the wrong place, didn't I? No. 0 EK. jump into 0 EK instead.
Warp drive active.
And we're going to look at the defensive post. It's got to be the same old thing. Yep. So, a dozen years ago, I was getting hyped for faction warfare in Molten Heath. I'll tell you that. I moved all my stuff, my planetary interaction infrastructure down there to Molten Heath to take over those Dust 514 planets and get a big bonus. And so I did. I moved down there, I took over all those planets, and then there was no bonus. I never got a bonus for the whole thing. I whooped up on those Dust 514 kids, and I never got a bonus. Fleet muster point, outpost, construction site. It's even giving it to us. Where is the next one? Well, we're jumping back into UM. I was nothing but a tease with that stronghold talk, but I think there is a stronghold thing. I feel like, I mean, I jumped through these other ones earlier. I jumped through AAS, QFP, and 1TAC and KT. Those two don't have anything at all, like zero. Must be farming systems. It was in UTAC-M where we started.
Warp drive
Ain't that something? Here we see Radeov, probably the killingest guy in Tama ever. Throws up 39 points. Takes down with a Vigilant. The Vexer. Drop into a Vigilant. These Vexers consistently only have like 6,500 hit points, and I don't think that's enough. Alright, the Stronghold. I mean, come on. Like, what the actual is happening here? Like, what are we... That is ridiculously big. That's what she said. You know? Like, I mean, there's a station. What are these, parking garages? Like, I mean, this is how I do my city's skylines situation. And then you got one of these that was, I mean, this is very, very big. Okay. So the only thing to do is a little fly through here, right? Turn off the UI. Come on, man, that's gorgeous. That still under construction, it looks like. That's what the foggy, dusty situation is. The thing is like 600 kilometers wide. You could have the coolest effing fight known to man bouncing off stuff in here like an asteroid belt. That's what I think. Big, strong opinions, right? Let's get a good view of stuff. Look at this thing, man. What do you even say about this? What do you say about it? This is a lot. So this is the first look. The first effing look at this Caldari stuff. Something's gonna happen. Something is going down. me tell you something. When they were dropping Dust 514, there wasn't any of this. This is fanfare, man. Who wouldn't want to get in a fight here? What's this gonna do? It's pretty. It's pretty, and it's huge. And it's hard to know what to think about things. But this is the most elaborate nullsec stuff that I've ever seen. It's pretty impressive. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what happens next. If you do, let me know, because this is wild. Why does all this stuff exist? And then, part of me is like, well, who cares why it exists? It's awesome. So I go back and forth. Man. Love a Bob. I'm just gonna go fly by, take it all in. It's gorgeous. Look at it. Putting stuff out here for faction warfare. I think that I wasn't really taking them seriously when they said that they were gonna do stuff with faction warfare, but now I'm kind of taking them seriously because this counts as doing stuff for faction warfare. That's what I'm saying. I'm going AFK for a second. Alright, got me a cup of coffee. So I can't say enough. I can't say enough about this. This is ridiculous. I mean, it's like on par with the new Jita and all of that. Heck of a thing that's going on out here. Good thing nobody killed me. Come on, that's pretty. That's so pretty. You could live out here. This is livable now. Before, it was pretty sparse, you know? Hard to get excited, but now you can get excited about this. All right. What other Tama news do we have? Okay. Cristallo from Guardians of Tranquility, 18 on a Tormentor, and the timeline's important. 1634, 9 on a Breacher, 1641, 10 points on a Tristan at 1647, and 15 points for a Merlin at 1653. 4 solo kills in like 20 minutes. Wrecking fools. Imperial Navy Slicer. You know the Slicer and the Fed Navy Comet are the only ones you need to worry about. They're the best. Alright, well, I mean, I don't really have anything else to show you except this really pretty stuff. And so I'm gonna keep mumbling my meat off and just letting stuff fly by. Maybe I like the flyby. It's gorgeous. One thing about EVE Online, it keeps getting prettier. You know, all that time I put into Dust 514, putting people in control of Molten Heath, taking people out of control of Molten Heath, all that. CCP never contacted me once, asked me what was wrong with the game. Ain't that something? They really should have. You know, players are experts. Shit. Sorry. Okay. Well, I mean, this stronghold is like an installation and a station and a fleet muster point all in one. It's like everything. It really gives the feeling of a bustling hub, a bustling community. You assume that some of this stuff is still going to get fleshed out with the updates, but even right now it looks dope. It looks real dope. Faction warfare. I think faction warfare is about to get real serious. And that's a good thing for EVE Online. Anytime faction warfare is going off, EVE Online is in a very healthy place. Have you guys seen the numbers going up? There's like 20,000 people when I log in again. We had that lull right after the pandemic, but right now, 20,000 people. And they can all go to one server. Well, I'm not a faction warfare guy, But I am absolutely hyped about having a bunch of faction warfare guys out here to fight. And I think they should be hyped about coming out here and making nullsec money in faction warfare, because if they put up those acceleration gates, stuff in nullsec is always worth more money. That's a rule. So if you like the money in faction warfare, I think you got to get ready to make more money. That should be your primary goal right now. Start moving ships in here and get ready. Faction warfare kids flying around in Hicks? Come on. They've never really had much reason to camp gates in faction warfare, but this would give them a reason. But they're building all that stuff next to the entrance gates. What's that stuff gonna do? Why would they build all that stuff right next to the gate like that? I mean, that's emergent gameplay, because the players did that. They built their stations right off the gate. This is CCP saying, we're biting your style. We're building stuff right off the gate now. F you. This was our idea. I mean, this is just extremely encouraging. It's just encouraging to see all this. All right. I've probably talked your ear off enough for one day. Let's go ahead and pull the UI up. Freedom bookmarks are available if you're into the bookmark system. And let's see what the exit gate looks like. Okay, so they updated that a little bit. Or a lot, actually. They updated that quite a lot. And this is just 400K from the gate. I mean, this is some player stuff that CCP is doing right here. Whatever that is, it's gonna be pretty cool. And you're going to be able to watch gate traffic from it. I think that counts for a lot sometimes. Okay. I've shared with you everything I know, which is nothing. Have a good day.